Yeah, welcome to another exciting episode of the Red Room Dialogue. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about keeping it safe while keeping it sexy. We're going to be stripping back the shame, stepping into the light, and talking about what does safe sex really look like? What does it feel like? What are the things nobody talks about? What are the things nobody teaches us? And as I always do, I have some really, really interesting guests with me in the studio. But I'll be taking a short break. When I get back, I'll be introducing them. Don't you go anywhere. You know I've got you. Welcome back. This is still the Red Room Dialogue, and as we always do, I told you guys before we went on break, I will be introducing my guests when I get back. First off, we have Olutayo oyeniran. She's no stranger to the show, a very strong and beautiful woman. How are you doing, my lady?
Thank you, Bolawa. I feel so blessed to be here today. I am ready to dive into this topic. It's such a beautiful and very educative one, I must say.
Thank you. And next up, we have Samuel Eze Chinedu, a technical director. How are you doing, Samuel?
I'm doing very well, Miss Bolawa. It's good to be on this set. I'm happy to be here. I hope to learn a thing or two.
I mean, we are all open to learn a thing
from the good heads themselves.
The what?
Good head.
Oh, God. I am going to pretend I don't know what that means. But what do you guys think about safe sex? Can safe sex be sexy?
Yes, it can. And I feel like I was too quick to answer because majority of Nigerians, because we're Nigerians, we live in Nigeria. Majority of Nigerians would disagree that it has to be kinky, it has to be this, it has to be that, to be, safe and to be sexy. But for me, I believe safe sex can be sexy. It depends on understanding with your partner or who your partner is, the things that they need. It is heavy on communication, knowing what your partner likes, what your partner does not like. So things like that. So I believe, yeah.
What about you, Samuel? What do you think?
Yeah, I still would tilt towards that direction. I feel safe sex can actually is sexy, not can be sexy. It's sexy because you're looking at first it has to deal with having one partner, right? Because without having a single partner, there's nothing safe about the sex, because definitely if it is with multiple people, the chances are you would bump into molwes, into downfalls,
not the molwe,
keke napeps, and the like. So safety is very,
very key,
unguaranteed in that light.
I like the fact that Samuel spoke about one partner, because this is the 21st century and hookup culture. We have situationship, relationship, polyamorous, polygamy. A partner might even be cheating on you. They might even tell you that you're
open relationship.
Open, of course, open relationship. And your partner might even tell you that you're my one and only. Meanwhile, apparently nobody likes condom anymore. Everybody's like, nah, condom, nah, not kinky enough. So you're like risking your life. Your partner is out there risking your life, throwing caution to the wind just for like 2 minutes. I said it, 2 minutes. 2 minutes of fun. And it's just crazy because you never know. You yourself could say, oh yeah, I only have one partner, so, and we get tested, we're safe, blah, blah, blah. You don't know what your partner is doing. Yeah. I like where you tilted the conversation towards. What are the common myths or secrets that you were shocked to find out about sex? Like,
I heard a very stupid one, a long time ago. And they said, if a man ejaculates into your mouth, that's the way to get pregnant. I heard that. But after getting married, not that anybody did that, please. But I just found out that there is no way, because when I got married, I was, I won't say I was inexperienced, but I was not really, really, really experienced, right? And I had to learn a lot. I had to read so many articles about sex. I had to watch Kama Sutra, the real Kama Sutra that, gives you directives, is like a teaching video, gives you directives what to do, how to do, if it's your first time, if it's your second time. Yeah, not the Kama Sutra that everybody's talking about. So I had to read a lot, and I discovered that the moment breeze blows on semen, it is useless.
Oh, I did not know that, actually.
If it is exposed to like naked air, it's not viable anymore. So how then would breeze blow on something, even that tiny seconds before you swallow it, make you pregnant? So I was really shocked. So that's one myth that really got me like,
And
no,
again, the process of travel from your mouth is not the same process of when semen is going in from the vagina. They are not the same.
Yes,
exactly. It goes into the intestine. They are not the same. So that was just...
And there's another one. They say, I think people still say that if you use it to rub your face,
it
makes
makes
your
still
skin
say
fresh.
that. They actually, I see it on TikTok. They
That it makes your skin fresh once you rub
pimple.
Ejaculation.
My brother, my sister, your eczema is going to carry capital letter.
Once you rub semen on your face, your skin will be smoother like a baby's bum. And I'm like, where are you people getting all of these fallacies from?
It's because there isn't really like proper education for it in Nigerian schools. If sexual education in Nigerian school, if a boy touch you, get pregnant. That is the end. That's a wrap. Nobody tells you about like, oh, it's normal to have these feelings, it's normal to have these urges, and this is how to navigate. They just tell you that.
And there are even stages to ovulation, right? There are like 4 stages that I have read.
Do you know that as an adult that I am, yet I don't even know that there are stages?
There are 4 stages. So I don't know. Well,
yeah. It's
I'm dying to know the myth he has heard.
Well, yeah, I've had like the first is some people tells you that for someone to have like from some STIs, that's sexually transmitted infections, that fresh people don't have it. Like if you see somebody that has
what's fresh?
fresh guys and fresh ladies, that they don't look fresh, like. So it's only those scruffy looking individuals that once you see them, that like, okay,
I've never heard that one.
I think I've heard something like that.
You should be scared for your life.
Oh,
why
it's even the fine ones.
Yes, in the real sense, it's actually
the
the fine
beautiful
ones
and cute guys that will give you STIs.
Problem.
It is well. It is well. Anyways, we're learning quite a lot, but we'll be going on a short break. When we get back, we'll talk more on keeping it sexy while keeping it safe. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is still the Red Room Dialogue, and we're talking about keeping it sexy while keeping it safe. We're talking about the common misconceptions and things that we've heard about. I think I've had a lot. I don't even want to get into it because in retrospect, they sounded so stupid and so dumb, and I cannot believe that there was a time that I believed it. I actually believed it, like it was.
Please care to share.
I don't want to share. I'm embarrassed. As an adult, I believe so, like, especially like, because nobody tells you anything. Like, honestly, nobody tells you anything. So you're just out here, and then a friend will just come to you and tell you that, and you're like, oh, okay. And then from there, okay, so let's talk about like contraceptives.
Before that, I think because platforms like this are supposed to be for not just for people to be entertained, to laugh, it's also for people to learn. Right?
Absolutely.
I believe that most of our parents are really not doing enough
Even till
right?
now.
They're not doing enough because some of these things are, even in schools, they still tell you that, although some schools are actually trying right now to be able to bring sex education for what it should be.
They don't teach
You
it
know,
in secondary school.
To,
I don't think they do.
pupils, to students, secondary school, and the
Especially
likes.
public secondary schools.
Teachers are still shy to say certain things, in front of students. Why the students will close from school, go to school too, and some practical sessions will start going on without
Is the school too for
without
me?
guidance and counseling.
Like,
Do you understand?
knowing
So
anything.
parents should do better. This conversation should be had in before the kids go to
Sorry.
school. Before they probably sleep or something. People should be told. Children
And
should be
shame
taught.
should be removed
You
from
get
it.
so that if
Yeah.
a child is not supposed to do this, they would know why they ought not. Because where we see safe sex, it is because people don't have these practices ingrained in them. That's why some of them can have sexual intercourses by corner of bosses. I still had a friend that said the younger sister got pregnant.
Be a lady.
And they asked her how did it happen. She said the guy was by the one back of one boss, and the
Ew.
guy has entered another bus, has gone to another place.
Ew.
They were looking for him, they couldn't find him.
Ew.
In fact, I'm not lying.
Oh my god.
Ew.
So if this same person was taught like this is supposed to be between two partners, you guys are supposed to know yourself, you're supposed to understand some things about this person, trust me, they will have better idea, knowledge.
Yeah.
you know,
Just
and
to
how
just to add to that, the thing is, to our dear parents, if you do not train your kids, social media will train them. There are peers in school who also lack home training, will train them for you. It's so cliche when people say, no, don't call it for what it is.
Yes.
It's so cliche, like I'm so tired of it. I tell my young madam, this is your private part, which is not a lie. Because I know at the stage where she is, she doesn't need to know that this is called a vagina. But saying this is your private area, your private part, is also not a lie. It is calling it for what it is. So you can, have synonyms if you are too scared to say this is your, manhood or your penis. If you are too shy to say this is your vagina, look for synonyms that you would be more comfortable with. Because if you do not tell them, he said something, teachers, they should not be shy to say these things. Best believe, for example, in public secondary school, if a biology teacher steps in and say, today we're talking about the female reproductive system, and you are mentioning some specific names, you'll be hearing whispers. Some people will be laughing.
Yes, I remember our biology
The thing
class.
is, they are laughing because they feel like, so
The
our
teacher
teacher
don't
said,
spoil.
don't spoil.
Teacher
You
don't
get
spoil it, because what parents say is that this is your thing.
Nobody really talks about
somebody
it.
I heard growing up that they called the penis kokoro. What the F
Yes.
is that?
Yes,
This is your kokoro. Like what the F is that?
Termites.
The world is too advanced, too evolved for us to be hiding in the shadows. You said something. Let's remove the shame. What's the worst that could happen?
That has not even happened. That is not
I
even
grew
happening.
up in a very strict Christian household. And the thing is, if you as far as look back, when you hear, not even excuse me, when you hear, you look back, you are done. The kind of beating you will collect, you will live to tell your great grandchildren. But if people had educated us, if we had grown-ups who sat us down every now and then, okay, let's talk about your breasts developing, let's talk about your vagina, let's talk about pH balance, because when it comes to safe sex, I read somewhere that there are 4 C's rule, right? And what are these 4 C's? Number 1 is consent, number 2 is condom, number 3 is contraceptive, and number 4 is communication. All of these things need to be practiced in a sane household. Even in an insane household, safe, it should be practiced. Your children must know what consent means. They must know about contraceptive. They must know about communication, so that if they go out and somebody touches them inappropriately, they can come back. And even when they get to that stage where they start having boyfriends, they can confide in you. But, Ira, we would not.
I don't know. I think it's just the culture, the Nigerian culture. Because even I had friends that growing up, they didn't feel agency in their sexuality. They felt like it was something that the boys could take from them, as opposed to something that they could both enjoy together.
Yes.
And then I just attached it to...
He slept with me.
Yeah. Like, I just attached it to, like...
And a lot of people still have
even
guilt.
as adults.
Yeah.
But I think where the challenge would be is most parents are kind of worried that anything you talk so much about becomes commonized, and before you know it, it doesn't really carry the weight that it's supposed to carry. Although this actually might be a myth, right? But if you look at having such conversations, probably with your girl child or with your boy child, you know, you would, most of the times I've heard people talk about things like this. Say, once you start talking about things like this, it almost becomes like it's nothing to them, right? They could actually go out, talk about it with their friends, which even if you don't do, they will still, the chances are that they might still do it, right? So, but parents would naturally want to hold back such conversational informations because they don't want to open up that space where you're going out and that conversation would even come out. So it's more like I'm trying to protect this person from what is out there.
I think it does a bigger
on the long run, it's actually going to make the teenager, the youth, or the person actually wants to even know at all costs, and before you know it, they want to do crazy
I
things.
think it's just like certain ages. Like she said she's already telling our small madam, okay, this is when she grows older, I'm sure you call it the vagina. What it is actually. So it's just like waiting in stages. Because when you now grow up an adult, you don't even know anything about yourself. You have urges that you don't understand, that feel foreign to you. Of course, you're going to be scrambling when you could have just been guided towards it with your guardians, your parents.
I would use myself as an example, right? Most of the things that I learned in terms of sexual practices, I learned from reading and movies.
Me too. I think most of us.
And I had people with good marital relationship. Nobody told me anything. I learned to figure out life that way on my own.
I think most of us
way back in secondary school, all the girls had boyfriends. It was a thing. Closing time, you would see baby boys. They will come and pack baby boys to pick some of those girls.
In secondary school?
Yes. I remember, I wish I could call names. I remember some of the people we were in the same class together. You know, they had one boyfriend or the other, either in school or the ones that come to park cars, wait for them to pick them. Wherever they're going, and some of them even came to me and say, you know they date anybody. Who is your boyfriend? So, what's boyfriend? They said the boy that is like, you people do stuff together.
Okay.
Then I started to think about it. My first kiss was so weird. It was the exact replica of something I had seen in a movie. Put sweet in my mouth and say, I collect it from my mouth. Like, it was so weird. You know, so we need to really do better by taking this seriously, because the pool of insane people out there, and I say insane because people who are wild beyond normal human reasoning, people who want to be choked, people who want to be tied, people who want to suspend me in the air.
Let's not kink shame.
I'm not.
Let's not kink shame.
You can be kinky. You can be kinky, but while he's suspending you in the air, did you think about that rope cutting?
Let's not kink shame. Let's move
the
topic. Let's move the conversation.
I'm not.
Let's not keep shame.
I'm not.
Okay.
To whatever you wish, whatever rocks your boat, I am all for it, right? But the thing is, these sexual behaviors started from somewhere.
Or sexual bad behaviors.
Let's not think shame.
It started
Let's
from somewhere.
To each his own.
It started from somewhere. Before, it used to be mommy lie down, daddy lie down on top, missionary. You can explore and all of that. But when it becomes unsafe, like people swallowing semen, people saying, okay, put it in the do anal sex, people doing oral sex, all of these things can give you STIs, and there are a lot of them. There is syphilis, gonorrhea, genital warts, genital herpes, which is incurable, by the way. It is a lot. And if we don't call a spade, if we are busy rubbing it here and there, these sexual unsafe behaviors would continue.
Yeah. People do need to be careful and all that. But I want to move the conversation a little bit back to like after sex practices. Common mistakes people make after having sex that leads to like huge problems. So of course, you already spoke about the 4 C's, which included
consent, contraceptive, communication, and
Protection.
and I cannot remember it.
communication,
Condom.
Yeah, no.
consent.
Contraceptive, communication. I'm forgetting the last one.
So, what are the common mistakes you think people make after having sex?
Staying there to cuddle.
So people cannot.
I know. It's sweet. It's beautiful. You want to hold your partner.
Yeah.
But please, after like few minutes, stand up, go wash yourselves. Because if you don't, you put yourself at risk for infection.
And when you're peeing too, sometimes it's also.
And a lot of ladies don't know that after you have had your sexual intercourse, you're supposed to pee. And majority probably sensed it that immediately after sexual intercourse, you just feel like peeing. They feel it's normal. But so they don't really take any seriousness to it. I pee, I don't pee. Who cares? I want to just cuddle with cuddle there for 1 hour. The infection that will come and knock on your door.
Oh my God.
God.
Let's move on to you. What are the common mistakes people make?
Yeah, like she has said, I think I've had, I think this is personal experience. I've had that after maybe sexual intercourse and the partner refuses to probably, like she said, clean up as at the time they're supposed to clean up. You start hearing or perceiving some very not so pleasant, aroma after some time.
Body fluid.
Some of those body fluids that are supposed to be washed out, they start mixing with sweat, and it becomes very uninteresting. And for me, I like fragrances, like in my space. I like having like just
Nice
fragrance,
smells,
nice
yeah.
smells. So anything, if I just start perceiving any fragrance or smell that I really don't like, I start to spit. And it's a common, like, I can, it puts me off, like, real quick. And so for me, I don't, if one is done, even if you can't shower, you can't bathe, just go clean up, look for water, clean up, make sure at least you're clean. Because semen actually has some form of smell. Some persons don't like egg smell, and it's almost like close to that, so even for the feminine, they also have the fluid that comes out. So all of that also have their smell. So you just don't want to. Sometimes you see people in public places, and you're just covering your nose, like you're trying to take cover, but you don't know it's because of a lot of unsafe practices that they don't even think it's even necessary. It's important, right? Once you finish, they call them ever ready. Once they are done with their ever ready activities, they hit the road sharp, wear whatever they want to tie,
How do you even feel comfortable to not wash yourself?
What if it's a quickie?
Even if it's a quickie, you can wash that area and go about your day. Because
depend on where you're cooking the quickie. Some quickie is not, you can't see water to wash anything. So
another thing that a very big mistake I think people make is no offense to vagina wash brands, I think that thing is very unsafe.
I've been saying it, but nobody believes me.
I think that thing is very unsafe. There was
I've
a
been saying
time
it.
I used to use vagina wash.
Fem,
I can't even remember the name now, but it did me dirty. Yeah. It did me dirty.
do you know that there are some people that put, I think, garlic? Is it garlic?
What?
There was that song from Minnie that they say that puts.
Alum.
Yes.
They will say because they want it to be tighter. See, the woman's private area is elastic in nature. That is why we can give birth, right? If it expands, it snaps back. And there's something called Kegel exercise. It helps your vaginal muscles get stronger. It's just like what I would call a man carrying weights at the gym. You could do your Kegel exercise and you don't need to tie anything anywhere. You can sit down like this and be doing your Kegel exercise. And it will help you. It will help that place to be tighter. You don't need to put alum or garlic. Like, are you not scared for your life?
You know, being a woman is like such a funny experience. Cause, you guys, I had a friend that used to sit on like hot water.
I think I heard that a lot. There was even a video I saw on
Hey!
TikTok.
This is
The lady was like, for you all that have not seen the secrets, this is my secret.
See?
Like, once I get back from whatever hustle she hustles, she will now prepare one. I saw that video on TikTok and I was like, very
Do
dirty
you know that
buckets,
some people...
dirty environment, that's where she sits down on.
Do you know, so funny thing is, hot water is even good. Some people will add, I don't want to mention any brand name, they will add...
Okay, no, the disinfectant.
Disinfectants and put salt.
Oh yes, that's how she does it. Yes.
They'll mix it together and the heat, they will say, yeah, it will
It's
help.
working.
Fun facts, in case you do not know, in case you have been living under a rock, the vagina is self-cleansing. It cleanses itself. And there are good bacteria, there are bad bacteria. You want to do away with bad bacteria as much as you can. And you don't need to do too much. You don't need to use washes. You don't need to use soap. Water is enough. Normal water coming from the tap is okay. Don't do anything else, right? And then again, if you feel, oh, this doesn't really clean it too much, don't worry, just leave it, because all of these practices, you destroy the pH balance of the vagina, and then people are saying you are smelling like fish. And then you now take offense. Sister, you are the architect of your own downfall.
What about the brothers and the sisters that are very big on lubricants, baby oil, hair cream? Some people actually want to go as far as bar soaps to like.
You know,
are those
what
things
you're
not very
saying is really
unsafe?
funny to me, because I remember when I was in like secondary school and I had this friend, you know, that one crazy friend, right? So she was always the one coming to me with stories. And then she came one time that they couldn't find a condom and they needed to have sex. Can anybody on this panel please guess what they used?
Nylon.
Yes, dear. And I didn't know what sex was. I'd never been there at the time, but I was horrified.
So, wait. How would...
They found a nylon and then they tied it. Like, no, people do like, no, sexual education.
Are you not afraid of your life?
I think I was like 15, 16. I remember I was in senior secondary school.
But you know that there's like for the guys now, there's some amount of which you're not supposed to allow to, like some amount of force, tightness you're not supposed to allow to your private area. There was this content I saw. My dad played for me. That was like, let's see, can I remember the year now? I think very earlier 2010s upwards. 1,000 ways to die.
Oh, okay.
The guy tied. He said he's always been body shamed for not having a big penis. So he now had to tie. What was this thing that they use for hot dog? He tied like 2 hot dogs to tied it to his penis and tied it to his leg. So he went to the club. White guy. He went to the club. So his penis was like as long as from here. So they were now touching it. Oh, is it real? Wow, is it real? Some people are coming to worship it. It was at the point where they worship it that the guy died. The guy fell and died instantly. So when
He
they took
cut
him
off
to
the
hospital,
blood flow.
Yes. The guy died. That's how I was talking to
Foolishness.
you. So
I didn't know when it's just societal pressure, but okay. So we spoke about women, you know, in certain things, sitting on things. Is there anything that men do that you?
I know one thing.
Which one?
That's that. I don't want to call brand names. I'm restricting myself. But creams,
What is the cream?
body lotion, petroleum jellies,
For what?
as lubricants.
But I thought that they said it works well.
It works where, how, when, how, where.
well, for the guy, right? I don't
It
think
is
it's
unsafe.
unsafe for the guy. I think the amount of risk
What about spits for lubricant?
is still,
That's
is still,
so
is still-
disgusting
is
because
still-
there are bacteria in the mouth.
No.
And you don't want to introduce something coming from your mouth into your private area. Another thing I detest when it comes to sexual practices is fingering. Especially you've gone to work, you've perambulated the entire Nigeria, you come back and whether your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, and you just want to put your hand in there. Excuse me, sir. Go and wash your... I can't even touch myself if I want to pee. I'm scared. So I always make sure I wash my hand before I do any business in the restroom. So that if I need to touch anywhere, I know my hands are clean enough to touch my private area. But because your body did not calm down, they have used sex to swear for your generation, you come back and you want to put your hand.
Let's not sex shame people.
It is not. It is wrong. If
not
you must
sex shame
do it,
people.
wash your freaking hands.
All right, Mr. Sammy. So, what practices do people have that men have that we don't know?
Yeah, like she said, the one that I know.
And they
is-
love heads too.
The one that I know.
I'm not
is-
sure
no,
that that's
it's not
the-
just.
Men.
I think the
They will say, come and I lick
Wait,
plates
are
now.
blowjobs like bad for the sexual health of men?
no, I don't think so.
Women.
For women,
yes.
I think yes.
Yes, men too, because they also go down on women.
But for them, like health-wise, they're good.
Your mouth.
Should not.
What if the person already has something going on and you're busy licking it?
That's weird. That's
are you
just
a vampire?
Wait. Let me get.
Are you a mama?
Let me get what you guys are
for
saying
guys,
correctly.
right?
Are you guys saying that oral sex is like a no?
For me, it is a no. Kudos to you if you want to go above and beyond and be kinky and all of that. But there are risks. Genital herpes is incurable. Just so you know.
Well, me, I'm not a doctor, and for personally, I don't like mouth anything. Don't bring your mouth. Don't, because I don't want to die.
Hey.
I don't want to be choked with bad breath, right? So keep your mouth somewhere first. If once we want to do that business, we know how it's done, right? So that's for me.
I know a
That's
colleague.
for me, right? But the question you asked earlier on,
Yeah, man.
for guys, a lot of people, and it's common knowledge, a lot of guys these days, you see them with all manner of soaps.
For what?
Like once they are
Masturbation?
mainly for masturbation. Even soaps, creams, baby lotions, and all of those stuffs they use for masturbations, right? I think it's somewhat unsafe. You understand? Because some of those soaps, you don't know the chemicals. Some of those soaps can be bleaching soap, for goodness sakes, and you're going to use it for.
I think men feel like because theirs is just flesh from start to finish, they feel like nothing can enter inside anywhere.
So that's most of the
But what they
misconceptions.
forget is that area you still have skin, and skin
Can
has
get infected.
holes. More so, where your is coming from is also a hole. So things can creep into that. Or maybe they believe that after that hole, there is nothing that can enter inside anyway.
Yeah, I was talking to a colleague of mine too, and we're talking, and he was drinking like there are these bitters that men drink for like to enhance like sexual performance, and I've always like had a dislike for these bitters because I just feel like, because you come across some people and if they don't drink it, they won't be able to. They feel like they won't be able to perform. And I was telling him that this
not just men, women too, not probably drinking. You know, there was a time that Kayamata was very everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
And there was a time that Gorontula was a thing.
What's Gorontula?
It's like an Hausa, or I won't say Hausa, but it's like a fruit from the north, right?
Is it that one that draws, like when you blend
yeah,
it? Okay, yeah, I know.
That when you eat it, it makes you wet.
Oh.
I don't understand.
Does it work? Have you ever tried it?
No, please.
You know the one that's raining now?
I am
okra water. Have you seen that? And pineapple. You soak
I
okra
believe that your diet can contribute to your sexual health, right? If you're always eating junks, burger today, you're not
excess sugar
really eating healthy, it can scatter your
general immune system, not just for
female health, female sexual health. Yeah, but there are some specific things that you'll be like, from where to where, how did it contribute to that? And the thing is, these things are not measured. There is no this is the amount or whatever. Me, I cannot relate, because anytime, any day, the river is flowing.
It's always
so
a
I cannot relate at all.
So, Mr. Sammy, as I was saying, men take these like this bitters, and I was telling my colleague that I don't think this thing works. And he said no. That one time he had an encounter with a certain lady, and he felt like everything was going great. Like, and then she told him that I didn't like it. So the next meeting, he loaded up
with plenty bitters.
Like he said, the word he used is that
he will have a bitter experience.
And he said he went great. That the lady was like, and it was like, I'm not so sure about like this entire thing, but I wasn't there and I don't want to speak on your experiences, so I just didn't say anything again. But in your own experience, what would you say to
sexual enhancers? Well, for me, I don't think I've tried anyone. I just believe for things that are maybe alcohol based, they just push up your adrenaline level. Just makes you, it's more like when you're high, either on alcohol or drugs. Like, it naturally makes you want to, if you see a truck coming, you feel like you can use your hand to stop it, maybe the truck in motion. So, so it's just what it means. So basically, it's just, I would still say some form of misconceptions. If you're not healthy sexually, if you like, healthy, go and drink, cut 65 bitter leaf and chew it. As long as you're not healthy, you will not be able to perform optimally, right? So it could just be like, okay, there's a little spike in your performance, but you will still know that the performance is not performing.
Also, if you're not good sexually, drink gazillions of bitters, you will still be underperforming. If you're a 2-minute man, you're a 2-minute man. Go and check yourself.
All right, let's give it up for my blunt queen. Okay. Too blunt. All right, I really do hope that you guys have learned a lot. Thank you so much, Olutayo, for coming. Sammy, it was a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming. I really enjoyed this conversation, and hopefully people take sexual education seriously. Please talk to your doctors if you have any other questions. We are not professionals. We are just giving our personal opinion based on the experiences we've had. And we've come to the end of the conversation on today's show. To follow the conversation, you can always follow us across all social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Iravelstudios. My name remains Omobolawa Olawore, and it has been my ultimate pleasure hosting this show.
In for a beautiful ride in the red room. All your doubts you feel, we cater to. We dot all the I's, cross all the T's. That's what we're here to do. Yeah, we'll take you on a journey. Everybody, let's go. my mind.